So let me introduce you, Christophem Strasserem, young man from Austria, last year winner of the RAAM. What's your expectation this year and how do you feel 5 days before the start?
I'm feeling very good and my expectation is, as always, getting to the finish line and stay healthy. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that I'm in very good condition and in very good shape, and when I can stay on the bike and when I don't get sick or something, I'm sure that I'm going to be very fast, and my expectation is to be the first one in the finish line, but you know, you have to just make it to the finish line. All other things just happen.
Yeah. You arrived to US 2 weeks before the start. Why so early?
Because at home it's always a lot of work, a lot of things to think about, a lot of emails, and you have to do a lot. It's very stressful. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, and when you come here, you can switch off your head and you just concentrate on cycling, right, training, and you can relax.
Yeah.
And it's also good to get used to the hot weather.
Yeah. Next question is a classical one. Which advice would you give to a man who races for the first time, especially when he's 55 years old?
When I did the race the first time, 2009, I did not get to the finish. I had I had a DNF. Mm-hmm. And I can only give the advice: make a plan before the race and be sure what you want to do. Mm-hmm. And if you want to do it in 12 days or in 11 days, don't start too fast and do some breaks in the beginning, because the race is very long and it's better to save some energy for the last 2 days and don't put all the energy in the beginning.
Yeah. How many crew members does your team have, and could you describe the importance of them?
I always say that maybe it's different if you want to win the race or if you want to finish the race, but if you want to win, it's 33% is your body, mm-hmm, your legs, 33% is your mind, and 34% is your support crew. So they are very, very important. And it's also very important to have good communication, to talk a lot, to tell them if you have problem, if you have pain. Tell them everything. Tell them when you are good, when you are not good. So they can only help you when you tell them everything. Mm-hmm. And if you're a guy who doesn't like to talk, it's very difficult to do the race.
Yeah. And how many crew members do you have?
I have 11 crew members and 3 support cars. One of the 3 cars is a camper van, mm-hmm, for the sleeping breaks, and 6 people are for supporting me, 3 during the day, 3 during the night, mm-hmm, and 2 are for the camper van and 3 are for the media.
Yeah. Is there any difference between European races and the race across America?
Yes, of course, there is big difference. Mainly the conditions outside and the nature. Here it's very flat, very long roads, a lot of wind sometimes, but it's also very hot. And in Europe it's always up and down and steep climbs and small villages and a lot of curves and crossings. And in Europe also I think there are more riders having competition. And here you have, sometimes you don't see any other rider for some days. So you in Race Across America, you are going alone a lot of the time.
Yeah, there are a lot of non-professional riders in this race. Could you imagine to train and have an ordinary job?
That's difficult. That's, of course, it's very difficult. But I also have to do something beside training. So it's not just training and getting money from the sponsors. So you need to do a lot of things to get money from sponsors beside training. Mm-hmm. So, but I can decide if I go training in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon or something. And if you have a job, you have a fixed time to go to the job, and you can just train in the very morning or in the evening. So it's very tough when you have a job.
Do you feel some pressure from the sponsors to finish the race?
No.
Is there nothing like that?
They are just they like what I do, and they support me. And when I had a the DNF in 2009, it was no problem. They continued supporting me because they know that I'm doing it by heart and I'm doing it very good, and sometimes it's part of the game. If you don't get to the finish, you can't always have good success.
Okay, thank you very much. We wish you all the best.
And I wish you all the best.
Stay healthy and be the first.
And I hope to see you on the finish line.